Hi guys, good morning. Happy coffee talk. It's Thursday. I think I said it's Wednesday. I just did a live in my coach's Facebook group, and I'm pretty sure I said it's Wednesday. But it's Thursday, and this morning I am drinking. Here is my mug. It is come from a local pottery place called Mountain Ridge Pottery. I'm drinking Black Rifle coffee. I finally got some extra bags. It's delicious. So I'm drinking Black Rifle, and I am thinking about what we talked about yesterday. So yesterday, if you missed yesterday's coffee talk episode, I talked about the difference between boundaries and restrictions. And I kind of want to build on that, actually. I want you to think about boundaries in a different way. I want you to think about boundaries in terms of your house. Okay. So a lot of times when we're thinking about food, when we're thinking about decisions that are things that we want to keep out and in, the language around that, like yesterday, we talk about is usually like diet language, like restrictions. I can't have this, or I can have this. And, I'm 100% free of sugar for 100 days, and so we get this like really black and white language. And even though that can be helpful in the short term, in the long term, we just rebel against it, But on the other hand, we have boundaries, and boundaries are something we set for ourselves, and it allows us to say no. And even though it could be black or white, it's something that we've created for ourselves. It's something we've chosen because of taking care of ourselves. It's completely different. And I want to build on that with this idea of food having morality. So, this is another really popular thing that you hear is like all food is good food, and like let's not label it and all that. And here's the thing. All food is not created equal. So first, number one, that's BS. A quality piece of, vegetables and meat and, healthy fat is not the same as a Nutty Buddy bar. They are not created equal. So, and I love Nutty Buddy bars. That was like one of my jams growing up. But I'm just saying, first, bullshit busting. That is not the same. But we don't really benefit. It doesn't serve us to make us feel like when we eat a certain food that we've done something morally wrong. That doesn't make sense either. So the two things are, one, all food is not created equal. So all food is not good food, but food is not moral. So like you're not a bad person because you ate a pint of ice cream. That doesn't make sense either. So I want you to think of food instead in terms of boundaries. And this is what I wanted to build on yesterday's conversation about. If you think about it in terms of boundaries, is rain bad? Is rain bad? No. If rain comes into your house, does it ruin your house? Yep. If you didn't have a roof or a wall, rain would be super sucky. Rain has its place. It belongs outside. It feeds the grass and the trees and all of that. It's not morally one thing or another, but if you have a boundary, then you can have rain in your life when you want it. It doesn't ruin your stuff. It doesn't come in and rain on you when you're sleeping. It doesn't control you. And so I don't know if this is a good metaphor or not, but to me, when I think about boundaries and I think about morality around food, I like to think a little bit about the elements of outside. If we said all food is good food and all weather is good weather, that doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. Letting everything into your day and your life, in your house, no. That would be terrible. So think about it like that with food. Like there's times when you can have the nonsense food. Who cares? It's not moral. You're not a bad person because one day you wanted to eat some junk food. But does that food belong in your house? No. Set those boundaries. Why? Because you don't need to be eating nonsense bullshit, junk food 3 nights out of the week. It doesn't mean you're not taking care of yourself as good as you should. So without attaching morality to it, instead think about it like boundaries. Think about what should be inside your house, what should be allowed in your universe. And then you choose. You choose if you want to go dance in the rain. It doesn't get to come in and wreck all your stuff, rain on your children, make you freezing cold. And, so think about it like that. It's not calling food bad or good. It's just saying you have boundaries. There's some foods that you just don't have very much. Why? Because they don't serve you. Does it serve you to have tortilla chips every day? No. It would not. You don't feel good. You don't need tortilla chips every day. So this is just a different way to think about this. Different way to think about boundaries, different way to think about restrictions, but also a different way to remove the morality off of food, but at the same time say, that food doesn't make me morally bad, but I also choose not to have it in my house. So that's my coffee talk message for today. My action step for you, I want you to do one little thing when we hang up, which is to go into your pantry and pick one thing that just doesn't belong in your house. Something that you're like, how did this even get here? And I want you to get rid of it. That's your one step for today. Again, it's not bad or good. It just is what it is. It doesn't belong in your house. It's not serving you. So go to your pantry, get rid of that. Get rid of that one thing that you see in there, and then let me know that you did it. Shoot me a message. Send me a DM on Instagram or send me a message on Facebook. Comment below if you're listening to this live, and let me know. So thanks for tuning in for Coffee Talk. If you have not done so, subscribe to Fitme Coffee Talk and share it with a friend. It means a lot to me. I don't have sponsors or anything for this podcast, so the only way people find out about it is if you share it. So, and if you are listening on the podcast and are not already in our Facebook group, come on over, Fitme Community Facebook group. We do diet-free, sustainable weight loss that works in your real life. And we are a group of incredible women doing real life together, and we'd love to have you be a part of it. So talk to you soon. Take care. Bye.